Okay, hi. Game week 10 is here. This week's really boiling down to a simple decision for me between picking Salah or Mané from Liverpool. I imagine a few of you are in the same boat, so I'll just talk through why I'm going to end up going for Mohamed Salah. I mean, first up, I just think Liverpool's home fixture against Cardiff looks pretty irresistible. That front three are kind of back on form. All three of them scored during the week in the Champions League for Liverpool. Salah was back with a goal as well last weekend. And Cardiff obviously are one of the weaker teams in the league. You know, we've all been here before. Many of us brought Harry Kane in a few weeks ago for this kind of attractive fixture against Cardiff at home, and he ended up blanking. But this week I just feel a little bit better about Salah. I think he looks like he's about to maybe hit some goal scoring form, and I just want to be part of that. The dilemma though is that he costs £3 million more than Mané, and that money can have a really big impact on the rest of your team. And if they're going to continue to kind of perform roughly the same, you can't really justify the extra money. You could definitely be spending that elsewhere. I just want to quickly address a couple of the other decisions that I'm making. I'm going to take out Harry Kane and Lucas Moura. I'm just a bit down on Spurs at the moment. I don't think they're generating a huge number of goals, and I know that that's set to change with Eriksen back in the team maybe, and Ali coming back soon. But they've also got a couple of quite tricky fixtures, I think, in the next 5 or 6 weeks, starting with this tough fixture against Man City this weekend. So I'm going to be taking Kane and Moura out. They haven't been delivering that many points for me, and I need the budget that Kane frees up in order to fund this move for either Mané or Salah, to be honest. Also not going to pick any Arsenal players this week. I do think that they are fantastic, but I think this week's fixture away at Palace might be a little bit more difficult than it seems on the surface. Maybe my slight bias as a Palace fan's coming through here, but I think it could be quite a tight game. Palace aren't scoring goals, so I feel quite good about keeping Bellerin. But I think they might be able to kind of frustrate Arsenal and maybe limit them from an attacking point of view, and I think it could end up being a relatively low-scoring game. At least I hope it will be. So I'm going to resist picking Arsenal players this week. So my focus really is on Liverpool and this decision over which of their midfielders to bring in. Okay, so my two options kind of look like this. Here's the first one. This is to go with Salah. So I've been bringing in Salah and adding a second value striker, and I'm currently umming and ahhing about whether to make that Glenn Murray or Marko Arnautovic. I like Murray in that his Brighton's fixtures coming up are just great, and they've been steadily kind of nicking 1-0 wins here and there, and seem to be playing relatively well, seem to be quite solid, and I think that they look like they're going to do well over those next 5 or 6 weeks when those fixtures turn good for them. So that's kind of the first choice right now, Salah and Murray. I'm just, obviously I'm not entirely sure that Murray's going to play this weekend because of the head injury he got last weekend, but he's a potential differential maker. I think he could be scoring goals over the next few weeks. I'm feeling pretty good about him. I'll show you the other option now, which is to go with Mané, and what that does is it funds a move for Lacazette. It's very tempting. It's very tempting because I like Lacazette. I think he's a good player. I've had him in my team before. The other side of my brain that thinks that Arsenal could easily go and thump Palace makes me kind of very tempted by having Lacazette in this week, and I'm just really, really torn by it, because I think we all know that Salah's a great player and he's going to deliver a lot of points, but is he £3 million better than Mané, for example? It's a tough decision, but I think I'm going to just stick with it, and I'm going to go with this Salah-Murray combination. I like it because it gives me some clarity over who I'm going to captain, and that's going to be Salah. And I like the differential potential of Murray. It's a very tough decision though, and I'm quite torn about it. Be interested to hear what you guys have got to say. Let me know what you think and what you're doing this week. But that's what I'm going with for Game Week 10. Yeah, feeling pretty good about it. It's going to be interesting to see how this one works out. Am I doing the wrong thing by bailing on Spurs players? We'll see. Part of me thinks they might end up doing something against Man City and having a good little run. But overall, this kind of appeals, makes sense. I mean, I've got 2 free transfers this week, so I can use them to try and make the most of this fixture, and we'll see how it goes. All right, look, good luck this week with your teams. I hope it goes well. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the thumbs up if you like this one, and click to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Good luck this weekend. Bye.